Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We are here in Ipswich and we've got the barber, Ryan Meikle. Ryan, love playing in front of a home crowd this evening.
Yeah, no, it's obviously scary that we're back here again. So yeah, I do love playing here. So yeah, it's a night off. You can chill out, relax, and hopefully play some good darts.
Last time we spoke, you were fighting to keep that tour card, and the back end of the season went really well. You must be delighted to secure it once again.
Yeah, I remember sitting here. Yeah, literally last time we were here, I remember speaking to you, and I think I was quite brutal. I knew what I had to do, and obviously I'd done it, and probably with a bit more as well. Really chuffed how I ended the year, and obviously I know I needed a big year, and I weren't afraid to say it. So yeah, I'm chuffed, obviously still to be here.
Sometimes is it when you're about to lose something, you realise what it means to you?
Yeah, I think so. It probably hit me quite hard actually. Obviously I probably got quite comfortable on the tour for. I've been there probably 6-7 years since I've been in the top 64, progressed a little bit, then obviously had a disappointing end to a year. So to finish the way I did and do what I'd done to be safe in the end, I was obviously very proud and happy, but I still need to kick on a bit more.
The World Championship, you couldn't have scripted it anymore. Arguably the two most high-profile games you could have got. You were involved in both of them. Let's do the first one. First of all, playing Fallon, obviously someone I know you're quite close to and friends with. What was the initial reaction when the draw was done and you get Fallon?
When the draw was done, I thought, not again. Obviously, I played Lisa the last time I was in, I think. But at the same time, I thought, well, I've dealt with playing a woman and not playing a woman on that side of it, but the pressure that comes with it. Obviously, I know there'd be a lot more with Fallon. Obviously, the media she gets, and obviously, yeah, we do a bit together, Fallon, and obviously she's done a bit of barbering as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was ready for it, I think. Obviously there was a lot of pressure on it, but it wasn't a great performance, but one I come through in the end. But yeah, the two ties were just, you couldn't have picked a better two ties for me, I don't think.
When you look back at the Luke game, do you think what could have been, because arguably that was his toughest game of the whole tournament, and you gave it to him in his first round game? Yeah,
I do all the time, but at the same time I also look at the positives, and I'm not saying I expected not to win a set or not to go close, but yeah, I had two darts, but it's not like them two darts, I felt like they were well thrown. They were both on the wire, a little bit high, so it's not like I pulled it or snatched it. So yeah, it's all lifts and butts into it, but to play the way I did, obviously it wasn't brilliant, but obviously I know he was a bit nervous and a bit edgy, I think. But yeah, it could have been. It's been brilliant for me. Obviously, I know just losing to him, who obviously now world champion. But yeah, it could have been a lot more, I think. But like I said, it's all lifts and buts. But I took the positives from it and tried to take them on to this year.
Well, those positives, did that prove to you that you can compete with the very best in the sport? Obviously, what Luke has gone on to do since then, has that proved to you in your own mind that, hang on a minute, I am as good, I can do this?
Yeah, it did actually. Obviously, the year before not qualifying hurt me a lot. So to play Luke and to deal with it the way I did, I was so relaxed. It gave me a lot of confidence going into this year, which obviously I think I started the year all right. So yeah, I mean, it's like a distant memory now. So you got to enjoy these moments, and I really did enjoy it. So I'm just hoping I can get back there again this year and push on a bit more. Yeah,
just is it different playing Luke because of all the media attention that goes with it? Even though Luke is the what everyone's focusing on, you're part of that focus. So is it extra pressure because of what goes with it playing Luke?
Yeah, it's obviously a lot of pressure because I took it and a chance to play Luke. I think he was the most searched sportsman
Google,
yeah. Yeah, so I thought to be a part of that, and what come with it was massive for me, like sponsorships, events and everything was superb for me for months. So but I wasn't gonna, everyone keeps saying how do you deal with it, but I thought there's no pressure on me. I'm gonna go up there, and I did enjoy it, and I think that's made me realise I probably need to enjoy the times on stage a bit more in the future, because I really did enjoy it, and I relaxed, and I played some good stuff at times, and obviously it weren't perfect, but yeah, I think looking forward, I think that's been so good for me, and I just, it was an honour to play with him, especially when he's now world champion.
How do you now take the next steps then and move on from all these great experiences and get yourself into the top 32?
Yeah, this is a frustrating thing. I'm still, I started the year well. I didn't do very well in Germany the other week, but I need to kick on now, and it's a bit frustrating for me because I've started the year all right, but you know, I won my first round. I think at the first 6 Pro Tours, I won 5 first rounds, but I haven't kicked on. I beat Van Gogh, but then I've lost next round. So I'm trying to find another sort of, you know, whether it's equipment, whether it's, you know, in your mind. I'm trying to find something that little bit extra, because I'm now getting a bit fed up of. I'm happy with where I am. You know, I don't want to be going to Q school. This year, I'm not defending knowing like a quarter of as much as I was last year. So I've sort of tried to be a bit honest with myself. I need to find something to kick on now.
Can you put your finger on what? Like you touched on a lot there, whether it's equipment, mindset, or whatever. That obviously with Red Dragon, Lee's one of the best engineers in the business. Have you spoken to them about perhaps tinkering, going down, and maybe it's the equipment and finding something else?
Yeah, and you know, my family would tell me I'm terrible. I've had the same equipment for years. I'm not good with change. I had the same set of darts all my life till probably 2-3 years ago when Red Dragon made me my new set, which I like. I played well with them. You know, have I progressed as much as I want to? Probably not. So yeah, I'm looking at equipment, little tinkers, you know, flight stems, and I haven't quite found it yet. But it's also trying to find the right balance without damaging it too much either. But yeah, I don't know. We're looking, so we'll see.
Are you a big practicer or not?
I'm dedicated. I wouldn't say I'm a massive practicer purely because I work still.
Yeah.
You know, when you're working, obviously when I'm not away, I work full time. Obviously I know, which Nick, who I work with, will tell you is not often. But because we're away so much during the week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still working. So, you know, when you're away, come back, work a few days. You know, I'm very committed to every night. But it's probably not hours and hours and hours like some people do.
Yeah.
So with something I could, you know, when I have a day off, I am trying to put as many hours as I can. But yeah, I'm committed. But I don't know. Sometimes you can practice as much as you need, but you know, it might be something else what you need to change.
Do you practice on your own, or do you practice with someone? Is that something that you could perhaps look at if not?
Yeah, no. Yeah, on my own mostly. I still play Super League actually, which obviously they clash with a lot of the midweek pro tours, but. You know, I get on very well with obviously Steve Burton, who's here tonight. I travel with him, Brett Claydon. So whether it's us meeting up a few times a week and doing a few hours could potentially help. But yeah, mostly it is on my own.
It's interesting. I just like the whole thought process, and you seem very clear thought, knowing where the goal is, and how high is the Ryan Meikle ceiling? Where do you believe you can get to in this sport?
Yeah, that's another. It's nothing I look into too much. Just I'm trying to improve. I'm not one to set targets and go, oh, you know, I think I'm going to be world champion. I think I'm a realistic person. I'm not going to say, you know, I'm 28 now, which is still young enough in this sport, but you know, Luke's now 18 and he's world champion doing what he's doing. So, but I think I can make a good living out of this for a lot of years to come. But I've now realised to myself I need to change stuff instead of being safe, which I've been far too safe for a lot of years now. So I'm not saying it's going to work, but I'm willing to try it now.
I like that. Love the approach, mate. Thank you very much for taking time as always. Love that, Ryan.
Thank you very much.